So in the last little tutorial video I recorded, I showed you how to set up VoiceMeeter, banana or potato, to split your stream audio into 3 channels. That way you could have your microphone, your game, and your chat all in separate audio channels for recording or streaming, allowing you to adjust the volumes separately. Today we're going to be talking about something a little different. I watched some videos recently on how to get the most out of any microphone you're using. And both the videos I watched used VoiceMeeter. Now, I followed their videos, but I also found that there was some stuff that just, for my situation, there's a lot of noise around here. I'm not too far away from the furnace and the hot water tank, and with my mic sitting directly on the desk, I found that the hums from the hard drive that I've got on my desk and the fans in my computer, they come through quite noticeably on the microphone. So what I wanted to do was make a little video showing kind of what they did, but also what I did to augment those issues, to kind of get around them. So first, we're using VoiceMeeter again. This is Banana configured exactly the same way I had it basically at the end of the last video. We reset this. By the way, resetting, you just double click and it resets. Yeah, and there's a bunch of different options. If you're I'm right clicking right now, and there's a bunch of different things you can configure. So we're not going to worry about a lot of these right now because we don't need them. But this is all you need to do what I did in the last episode. I just like using the bigger, more complicated potato. But you can see we've got everything set up the same. B1 for your microphone, A1 for your Discord and main, and your B1 output, and your A1 for your speakers. So that's all identical to the way it was configured before. Now, I'm going to load this different configuration I've got. Now, you can hear my voice is very different. That comes with a lot of things. So first, you'll notice that the actual configurations didn't change. We've still got all that stuff set up the exact same. But the voice effect has moved over here. This is where everyone says that like a normal adult male voice kind of fits nicely, is in this low left section. But what I found was that I quite often get these hums in the background as well. So to kind of mitigate that when I stop talking, I put a noise gate in. Basically what it does is when the sound goes below a certain level, it stops transmitting. So we don't need to worry about the sound of things outside of it when I'm not talking. But there's still these hums in the background. So when I'm talking, you can hear that I've got these hums in the background, which I don't really like. So we enabled an equalizer. And again, a lot of things in this software are kind of a little hidden, but that's because there's a lot to do. So if you right click on EQ, remember, this is the microphone out. If we right click on EQ, it'll bring up an equalizer, and you're going to have to play with this a lot. This is your low, your bass sounds, and this up here is your higher tinny sounds. So what I've done is I've adjusted it so there's this fall off. So my voice is still captured within this range, but the whirring of the fans gets cut off and the humming of the machines gets cut off. That way, and again, depending on your voice, you're going to have to play with this equalizer. You're going to want to turn on A1 in here so you can hear yourself as you talk, and you're going to want to adjust how you sound. And you're just going to want to do it as you're going along. You're just going to play with the dials, and you'll see that as you play with the dials, it's going to change how you sound. And I'm going to put myself back to 100. There we go. And as you play with it, your sound will change, and you'll be able to find the perfect sound. Now the trick is you've got to do that under A1, because that's where you're going to hear yourself, is under A1. So what you're going to have to do is play with it, find what you like, and then copy and go into EQ and paste. So you're going to have to copy it from A1 to B1 so that your output is there. So that's basically it. You've got your equalizer, which can help adjust your actual sound, your noise gate, which will help cut off anything when you're not talking, and then you've got your actual voice effect, which will help bring the richness of your voice out depending on whether you have a higher voice or a lower voice. You're going to need to adjust all these settings to yourself. This is my setup. But yeah, so thanks for this little clip, and I look forward to showing you guys some stuff in the future. Bye.